What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Sacred Cards. Today I'm coming at you with an update to my Marincess deck profile for May 2024. I've taken a short break from making videos to work on a few other projects. We've just hit over 500 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible, and could not be more thankful to each and every one of you. I started this channel to do my best and share my ideas. It has grown beyond my expectations, and I'm so happy to be a part of the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Getting feedback, answering comments is very fulfilling and makes me strive to be a better content creator. As most of you know by now, Marincess is one of my favorite decks and one I do a lot of testing with. It's a compact 40-card build. I think one of the best qualities of a deck like Marincess is that it plays so many one-card starters and can extend through multiple interruptions, while being able to play a ton of interruptions itself with draw power, allowing you to see those cards after thinning out your deck. It also has great recovery, being able to rebuild the board when necessary. You'll see the cards I play and why I've chosen certain ratios as I go through. So with all that said, I'll go through my deck list and try and explain the cards as best I can. So let's get right into it here. First off, I play 3 copies of Marincess Blue Tang. She is a 1-card starter and a good target to, she's your main starter and the one you want to see most often. When she is normal or special summon, she can send a Marincess card from your deck to the graveyard. When you link her off, you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck and add a Marincess card from your deck to your hand. Next, I play 3 copies of Marincess Seahorse. She is a 1-card starter and a good target to send to the graveyard with your copy of Blue Tang. She can special summon herself from the hand to a zone a Marincess monster points to. She also has the ability to banish herself from the graveyard and special summon a monster from your hand to a zone Marincess Link monster points to. And another one of my favorites is 3 copies of Marincess Spring Girl. She can banish a card from the graveyard to special summon herself to the field. When used as link material, she can send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard up to the number of Marincess monsters you control, and burn your opponent 200 life points for each Marincess card sent. Following that up is triple copies of Marincess Pascalis. She can special summon a monster from the hand when she is normal or special summoned. She can also banish herself from the graveyard to add back a Marincess spell or trap from the graveyard to your hand. Great for recycling your resources, and amazing if you can pair this with your copies of Blue Tang. Now, last Marincess monster I'm playing is 1 copy of Marincess Mandarin. Mandarin can special summon herself from the hand or graveyard to a zone a link monster points to if you control 2 or more monsters. Great for extending. This monster count has been very successful for me throughout testing. So, next up is a ton of interruptions. These cards can be changed out for whatever you like to suit your locals or whatever meta you are playing. This is just a lineup I've enjoyed. One of the great things about this deck is having a large number of slots for disruptions to try and stop or slow down your opponent's plays. 3 copies of Ash Blossom, nothing else to say here. It's definitely the best all-around hand trap to stop your opponent's searches and hopefully prevent them from gaining card advantage. 3 copies of Droll, another very impactful card to stop your opponent from searching any more cards from the deck. Triple copies of Effect Veiler. This is good for negating monster effects on the opponent's field. I also really like Veiler because it's not once per turn, so you don't mind seeing multiple copies. And we have triple copies of the Big Rock itself, Nibiru. Really good against combo decks, and when timed well, it can end turns against a lot of matchups. Marincess also has no problem getting rid of the token, which is important for decks that decide to main this card. Next, we have triple copies of Ghost Bell. This is another one of those cards that may not be effective against every deck, but it can really hurt decks that rely on graveyard effects or stopping Monster Reborn. I've always liked Bell because it's a really nice option to have, especially when Ash or Veiler are already used. This can finish the job and end turns against a lot of decks. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Ghost Mourner, one of my favorite hand traps of all time, good for negating monsters, and if they decide to remove it from the field, your opponent takes damage equal to its attack. And then finally, we have triple copies of Infinite Impermanence. Great card for going first or second, negating monster effects, and bringing us to a total of 20 cards to disrupt your opponent's plays. That's it for the monsters. Now moving on to the spells, kicking things off with a single copy of Marincess Battle Ocean. This searchable field spell that increases your monster's attack by 200 and 600 for every card equipped to your monster. It pairs very well with our next card, which is double copies of Marincess Dive. Dive can special summon any Marincess monster from your deck when Battle Ocean is on the field, or summons one from the graveyard. It's one of your best extenders and is also searchable with your copies of Marincess Sea Angel. Dive paired with Battle Ocean is amazing. It's full combo and really nice to see when trying to make your plays. Now, following that up for consistency and draw power, I'm playing triple copies of Pot of Desires. Desires is great and really helps with the deck's consistency. You basically play 3 of everything and really just need to see 1 Marincess monster to get your plays going. I'm playing 3 so I can maximize my chances of seeing a copy in my opening hand. When you go through your combo and you're left with Desires, you have a really good chance of drawing into some of your interruptions. That's it for the spells. Now for the trap, minus our 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, 1 copy of Marincess Wave. This searchable trap can be played from your hand to negate an effect on your opponent's side of the field and make your water monsters unaffected by card effects. Such a powerful card for the deck, and I love that it's searchable. I think 1 copy is just fine. You could play more if you want to, but that rounds off a 40-card main deck. I'm very happy with the success and consistency of this list, but at the end of the day, it's all up to you. Play what makes you happy or whatever makes you feel good. So this is just a guide for those of you who love Marincess. That's it for the main deck. Now moving on to the extra deck, starting off with 2 copies of Marincess Blue Slug. When she is link summoned, she can add a Marincess monster from your graveyard back to your hand. It does lock you into water monsters, but that does not hinder this deck in the slightest. Next up, I'm playing 2 copies of Marincess Sea Angel. She is one of the most important cards in the deck because she will search you any Marincess spell from your deck to your hand, being your copy of Battle, Ocean, or Dive. And then for the Link 2s, I play 2 copies of Coral Anemone. Anemone targets a water monster with 1500 or less attack and specials it to a zone she points to. And when she is sent to the graveyard, you can add any Marincess card back to your hand. A perfect ratio, 2 is fine, no more, no less. Now for the Link 3s, I play 1 copy of Marincess Coral Triangle and 1 copy of Marbled Rock. Coral Triangle will search your Marincess Wave from deck to hand by sending a water monster to the graveyard. Plus, she can banish herself from the graveyard to special summon monsters whose link ratings equal 3. She's great for helping you recover and rebuild when you need to. Marbled Rock can get any Marincess card from the graveyard back to your hand and is great for the grind game, helping you recycle your resources. Also, if your opponent attacks, you can send a Marincess monster from your hand to the graveyard to protect them and prevent you from taking battle damage. Next, for the big boss monsters, I play 1 copy of Marincess Aqua Argonaut and 1 copy of Marincess Great Bubble Reef. Aqua Argonaut can make it so your opponent can only attack this card. You can negate a spell or trap effect by special summoning a monster that is equipped to it. Plus, you can target 1 monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls. Return them to the hand. Very nice effect. Bubble Reef can banish a monster from your graveyard to draw a card during the standby phase. She gains 600 attack each time a monster is banished. Also, you can send a water monster from your hand to the graveyard to special summon one of your banished monsters. Now for the non-Marincess Link monsters, I play one copy of World Dragon Zealantis, very important, and one copy of Splash Mage. Zealantis can be made with any Link 4 monster, can banish all monsters on the field, then special summon as many that were banished by this effect in face up or face down defense position. During the battle phase, quick effect, you can destroy monsters on the field up to the number of co-linked monsters that does not target, which is also very powerful. Splash Mage is a good extender and can target a Cyber monster in the graveyard, special summon it in defense position. Now kicking things off with the Xyz monsters. I play one copy of Abyss Dweller. Such a powerful card that can boost all your water monsters by 500 attack and can quick effect detach material to shut down the opponent's graveyard for the entire turn. And then finally, the last two cards I play in the extra deck is one copy of Bahamut Shark and of course his best buddy, Totally Awesome. Bahamut Shark can be easily made with any two level 4 monsters. Level 4 water monsters for that. You can detach a material, special summon a rank 3 or lower water Xyz monster. Totally Awesome is your target for this effect, as once per turn when your opponent activates a spell, trap, or monster effect, you can send one aqua monster from your hand or field to the graveyard, usually being itself. Negate the activation, destroy it, then you have the option to set that card to your field if you choose. And plus, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a water monster back to your hand. Well, that is it for the deck profile. I really hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything you like or don't like, please leave me a comment telling me what you think. Be sure to like the video if you did, and subscribe for more content. Thank you for your support. I'm SacredCards. See you all in the next one.